Hello and welcome back to Oracle SMP episode 2. So I have got my microphone sorted and now hopefully you can hear me clearly. But we've got a lot to get through this episode, including starting our megabase. So if you're not already, go and get subscribed so that you don't miss any other content that I make. But anyway, let's get right into the video. So to start with, I'd like to quickly show something that I built in between episodes, and that is this nether highway. It's just made with a bit of ice and some buttons on top, which does help stop your boat from falling off. So what you can do is just place your boat in, and then you can travel really high speeds between places. And since this is the nether, that means that 8 blocks travelled here is 64 blocks in overworld. Or actually, 8 blocks in overworld is 1 block in the nether. So these two portals in overworld would actually be really far apart. But with the nether highway, it's only a couple of blocks apart. And since it's ice roads, you can go really far, really quickly. Just like this, to this portal down here. And it seems to speed up the longer you go down it. Anyway, that's what this is. And it just allows us to get around the nether quickly. Anyway, there is another thing that I'd like to show you, and that isn't actually something that I built, but this is something that Ollie built. So he went ahead and he's built a gold farm here, which means that we'll have plenty of gold on this server, and also good XP source. So how this works is, and this is little mango's design, is that you can either, although there is a button here, so you can either have it on the mode it is now, where they fall down on the hoppers and die because of fall damage, or you can press this button and then you'll have to hit them to kill them, which will give you XP. So that's this gold farm, and it's already produced Ollie quite a bit of gold here. As you can see, there is, and he's just going AFK at it at the moment, I think. The only problem is that if we do go up here quickly, near to the AFK spot, then we can quickly open the mini HUD and enable this despawn sphere, then this is where the monsters can despawn. And as you can see down here, it actually stretches below the nether quite a bit, so we still are getting zombie pigman spawns down here as well, which is making it quite a bit slower. So I'll have to go and spawn proof this. But I'll probably do that another time, and probably not on camera, as it's a bit boring. But enough of the nether now, let's go back to the overworld. We have something important to do today, and that is we're going to start work on megabase. So here is this area that you saw in episode 1. We built our little huts. And then this is also Ollie's base over here, with his iron farm / villager breeder, which is designed by Impulse SD. I'd go and check it out. But anyway, this over here is where we're going to build our mega base. But it isn't going to be an ocean mega base. This is actually going to be one built on land. The only problem is there is no land at the moment, so that's what we're going to be doing this episode. We're going to be building the land, hopefully, and hopefully we can get a sizable amount done. Right after I sleep to get these zombies away. So now that it's daytime, we can be back here and I can start to tell you about my plan. So if we quickly use FreeCam, then that's where we are, and this I'm thinking will be where the entrance of my megabase will be. And then it'll probably stretch out to around here. So I'll have to do a bit of forest cleaning, and the same on the other side. So we'll have to fill in quite a sizable area, and it'll probably stretch backwards to around here, this island back here. So we'll have to clean up quite a sizable amount of this water and fill it in with dirt. So I think we'll have to get into a time lapse now and also clear out these trees. Let's do that first then. that's enough forest mined out for now, and we've mined out quite a good chunk of it out now. So it used to be back there, and we've mined it all the way out to the water's edge now. So now we've just got a tiny bit, if we just do a quick flyover. So we've just got a tiny section here. So just about a third done. But now I think it's time to get back to some building. So I have actually gathered all the materials that we'll need for our megabase already. Well, actually not all the materials, but we've got enough to get started and make the entrance, which I think we will actually start on today. So as you can see, here are some of the blocks that we're going to be using, and let's get started. So I'm going to be trying to remember how to build this as well, so it may be a bit difficult, but let's start building this then. So I've quickly brought up the Matica rendering of my megabase because I've designed it on creative. Now this isn't actually in the world, like I can walk right through it and only I can see it. It's just helped me build it. Anyway, let's get some materials. Let's just put some of this wood in here, take some of these stairs out, and we can get to building this thing. Let's also get some slabs, some walls, some of these. We can just put all our other junk in here. Let's see. So let's get started. So basically what this allows you to do is it shows you where to place the blocks, like here, and when you place them then it makes it a solid block looking. So if we place that there, then there, and there, and then also up here, and then we've got this shape. Now what we need to do is take our sandstone stairs and place them there and there, just like that. Then have I got any smooth sandstone there? I need to get that out of here. There, now I have some smooth sandstone. Now we can place that there and there, and also there and there, with some sandstone stairs there, and then we can take some more things out of our inventory to give us a bit more space, there, and now we can place 2 slabs there, and there we've built a section of megabase. So basically I've just got to complete this, and the style I'm going for here is a French chateau, so you'll be able to walk up here to the grand entrance. Well, I'll fill it in with a nice door there. Maybe even a piston door if I feel like it. But anyway, let's go quickly in free camp. And actually, we didn't go that far. That's fine because I'm thinking of making some farms here. And I did extend it, so I'll probably go to about here. But I'm thinking of making a garden about this width. So, this will probably be the garden. And then these trees here will also be garden, because this is going to be like French chateau with a garden around it to make that nice completed feel. But anyway, let's get back to building. here is the build. This is just the entrance. You saw how far it went that way. But I think this is a pretty nice entrance. It really sets the feel of this build. So let's quickly use FreeCam to get a better look at it. So as you can see, we've got a nice arch here. I'm going to have probably a piston door back there made out of spruce wood. Anyway, so it's like a Victorian French chateau, like Victorian era French chateau, with these nice grand walkway up to the big door. And then also this brick pattern where there's like bricks every now and again. So this is the style that our megabase is going to be in. And I have designed most of it, other than the gardens. So I have to design that. But now we just have to build the rest of it. But that'll be something for another episode, because this was enough building of the base for today. Let's quickly get some rockets, and I think it's time to clear some of this forest away again, as we now know where we need to clear to. So let's get into another time lapse. Finally have enough sugarcane to fill up this chest so we can start selling it. And there, just one more stack after this. And then, there, now we can start selling sugarcane at our shop, which actually has made its first diamonds here. 1 diamond for the gunpowder and 1 diamond for totems. I'll leave them in there until it goes fully out of stock and we can see how many diamonds we get. Now this is a bit noisy and a bit weird. Oh, I feel like we have a few too many villagers in there. We may have to do something about that soon. Actually, I might quickly turn this farm off, as we have a few too many villagers there. I wonder if I'll die if I go down. Yeah, look, I can't get in there. I just get shot out. But we definitely need to do something about that. Now I can't even get out of here. Oh, there. I think we should make a villager trading hall next, because we have plenty of villagers there. So we need a real villager setup, as at the moment all we have is just villagers in the holes in the ground. So let's go and get this villager trading hall set up. So for this villager trading hall, I think it's going to be more of an open design. So I'm going to start by making some little stalls kind of like this, where in each stall there is a villager. So in here we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4 villagers, and I might make another one on maybe over here, so I could start here, then skip one, place one here, skip one, then we have one here, and we can move down one. We can have quite a long one here actually. 1, 2, 3. You can go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Do I have any dirt? No, I'll have to put that in later. 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3. And there. We can have something like this, and then also we can have a few back here. So maybe if I add maybe one back here. Yeah, we can add that. Now I'll have to go a bit into this bank here, but then we've got one here, and then we could also put one in the back of it, so the villager will stand here, then we need block, then villager, then that, so it'll be here. So we can do another row until we have a nice villager system. And we can have quite a few villagers in here. Let's see how many. So that'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 18 villagers, that's quite a good amount. So let's get to building this villager hole. Okay, so I've now built these little stalls up, and they have like a slab here, a bit of light, so that the villagers can safely fit in with no monsters spawning. And now it's time to get the villagers in. I think I'm going to do that using rails and minecart, just because it's a lot easier than any other method that I could think of. So now for that we need some iron, if I have any. I don't think I have any, so I'll have to go and find some. So let's go and do that now. There, so I got some iron to make some rails, and then also I made some powered rails too. So I did go a bit overkill on the rails, so we've got 3 stacks now, but that's fine, we'll find another way to use them. Anyway, this is how we're going to get the villagers in. First of all, we need our trapdoors, and we're going to place them on every stall just like this, so that we can open them like this when we want to, but also have them closed so that the villager can actually pass through this on a minecart and go in here. Yeah, when we break them out, then they'll just be trapped in here. So we do this so that it's like that. Then we can get them in, get them all trapped using rail. And then our villager trading room will be done as soon as we add some job site blocks to it. And there. Now what we do is we feed the rail underneath like this. And we've got to bring it to this corner. Let's just add a powered version. There we can get our levers, power that, then we can go down here, round here, maybe add a powered version here, and then we've got our minecart track for the first one. Just have to make one minecart quickly, just like this there, minecart. Then I'll also drop off some of that and also some of my iron. Then we can come with this minecart and we just place it here and we push it in. Well, if we can push it the right way, that is. Just like that. And now we have a villager. And as you can see, it goes across here and there. It's in the hole now. Then we can just break the rail and then break the minecart, trying not to hit the villager. And if we just slide down here, we can get our railway. And there, it's all trapped in, nice and stuffy. And then we can twist rail and put it in here now. And we just repeat this process until we have villagers in all of these segments. So let's go and do that now. And that's the second one in. We just have to break the rails now and the minecart. There, so we've got 2 in now. We just redirect this. Let's get the third one in. 4th one in now. We just have to break that minecart. And oops, I accidentally went onto the top one there. 5th one in. I accidentally said 5th one for the last one. This is actually the real 5th one in. So there we've got 5 villagers in here now. 6th one in. And there you go. Oops, we had a little accident here. A creeper came and just blew it up here, so we'll have to fix this up a bit. That's sad. It seems, and it seems it killed a few villagers here. We have to get rid of this. I think I'm going to go and sleep. Let's see if we can get this guy back in actually. We might be able to fit him in there. And then just close it up behind him. Yeah, there. Got that guy in. Let's go and sleep now. And hopefully something like that doesn't happen again. Because the creeper just came up, blew up right behind me while I was putting one of the villagers in. Which isn't nice. Now let's fix this up and continue with what we're doing. Bless you, Mummy! And there, it's as if nothing ever happened. Just as it's supposed to be. Villager number 7 is he in? No. Oh, I know why. It's because, yes, that's why. Because I didn't fill that in, which was a bit silly of me. It's now gone in there. So let's try and break this and see if we can. No. Okay, get back in. Get back in. Let's get him back in there. Oh, and he just. Well. Let's see if we can get him in one more time. Just block off the exit. And push him in. And. No. Well, he'll have to go. You didn't see any of that. Okay, so Villager 7 is now in for the second time. And there, it worked perfectly. Now we're going to slide down under here and get our minecart back and move on to the next villagers. Villager number 8 is now in. Let's go get that minecart, just like that. Move on to the next villager. Villager 9 is now in. So let's just remove a minecart, slide under there. Villager number 10. And the last of this side, villager number 11, I think. Let's see. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yes, now we have to break this track over here. And now we bring it around to this side. Let's just make a nice long track going this way. So let's start this way and bring it back. Villager number 12 is now in. Number 13 is now also in. Villager 14 is now also in. Now we only have 2 more to go. Villager number 15, only 1 more to go now. And the final villager is in now. And there. Got everything. Now we can clean up this minecart track. Take this lever. And we've got all the villagers in safely. Now we just need to give them workstations. So let me go and get some lecterns and other blocks like that. And get these villagers trading. So these 2 will have the job of farmer when it sees this workstation, which it will do eventually. Well, so I waited for about an hour and these 2, only 1 has taken a job site. All the rest don't seem to be taking a job site at all. So I think I'm just going to give up on this one and maybe try it some other time. But for now, this probably isn't going to work. Unfortunately, that's all we've got time for this episode. But if you'd like to see the progress I make on this megabase and on other cool builds around this world, then please consider subscribing, as it's totally free and just allows you to see all the cool videos. But with that, goodbye.